Yeah.
Hey yo man, it's your time. And fuck poverty.
What's up, everyone? This is Leroy from the PnLJudgementals podcast. And on this week's episode, we have Gina. Now, this goes back to episodes 70 and 71. 70 was the NFL preview, and 71 we were doing like a fantasy football draft play-by-play. I totally forgot that I had this interview saved. It's Gina. She's telling us a story about hanging out at night. And if you hear buzzing in the background, that's their central air unit. We were recording this outside, like right next to their central air unit, so you may hear a little buzzing sound. It's not the recording process. It was just central air unit going on and being outside. So enjoy this episode, and we'll get back with you next week. Have a good day. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PnLJudgementals podcast.
What's up, everybody? This Phil back in the house.
All right, Phil, we got a special guest today. Who is she?
How you doing, Gina?
Hello, how are you?
We got the lovely Gina here today. She's going to give us a little bit about her little background, her little funny story.
Yeah, now, do you want to go back to what you were talking about, your story first?
No. We were just talking
Which
about...
triggered my story.
We were just talking about getting a DUI, and Gina was telling us about her story, so we're going to save it for the podcast. All right, Gina.
All right, well, my name is Gina. I'm from South Philly, currently living in...
What part?
South Philadelphia, 9th and Jackson.
Okay.
And I currently live in the upper northeast Philadelphia now, but I was...
11th and Jackson was where the guy that does the taxes. Oh, what you need to do?
There was a church.
No, who was on Jackson Street? That Wise accountant. I think that was Jackson Street. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. What's the street before you get to Broad Street?
13.
Okay, so he was on 13th then, so you probably
Okay.
wouldn't know.
Maybe.
Uh-huh.
There was a lot of storefront properties as you go through South Philly. Most corners were storefront. So
Right.
there could have been a small tax business there at
Now,
one point.
now, since you talk about South Philly, can we get into this parking?
Parking is a nightmare.
Oh my God! It's
I hate it going
crazy
down
how they
there
park
for
down
that.
there. And what's crazy is you'll get a ticket in our neighborhoods for some of the same stuff that they do in South Philly that they get a pass for. They park any type of way they want in the middle of the street, and it's just crazy like that.
And I always wonder, like, you know how sometimes people will be double parked?
Mm-hmm.
And I always wonder, like, suppose I have to get up early in the morning and this person has me double parked in.
Double parking wasn't more of a 20-minute pullover. It shouldn't have been.
Mm-hmm.
Let the groceries out, pick up the kids or whatever. But
So how did it become an overnight thing?
Right.
Either we parked in front of someone we knew or another family member, but we tried to be a little respectful with that. But anyone that was blocked in laid on their horn, so we all woke up.
Oh,
I've seen back in the day where like messing with a little chick, you know what I mean, in South Philly, and I'm trying to go up the block and there's a car double parked and there's nobody in there. I'm talking about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. The car is sitting in the middle of the street. I'm like hitting the horn. I'm like, what the fuck? I have to back up, throw it in reverse, back all, and all they block the side streets are real skinny.
Right.
So you backing up, but you're trying to be real careful so you don't hit another car. You know what I mean?
Or they go the other way and you can't get up them anyway.
I drive halfway on the curb to get down the street.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but I was living up in Mayfair, and what had happened was the story I was going to start telling you is my friend and I went to the supermarket. We were all a little smoked up on the way to the store. He drove. I was in the passenger seat. We go in the store. Some Karen called 911. Oh, there's 2 people smoking in their car. So we go in the store, we do our shopping, and I guess they're waiting near my car to see who's getting behind the wheel because they know that the car is all, both of us got out. So it was knocking on the window. Get out. Dude, I didn't have underwear on. All I had was a big Fila coat, because back in the day that's what we wore. And here I am. I'll drive home 2 blocks away, get taken in. They give me that cheese sandwich and that iced tea. But the drama that came in the cell behind me.
What was the drama?
One girl was in a driveway to get Rite Aid. She had wrote herself a prescription at her job and forged the doctor's name, and she was trying to get it filled. Well, they knew, so they called the cops on her, so she came in. Then there was a couple girls, selling themselves for money, and I'm thinking, what am I doing here? All I did was smoke a half a joint 2 blocks from my house and try to get behind the wheel. But yeah, Philly cops, they, at that time, there was a lot more.
How long ago was this?
This was about 20 years ago. Yeah, this was a while ago.
And that's the only time you ever had like a run-in with the law?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
That's cool.
It was.
But it sticks in your head, the whole story,
But they kept me there for 13 hours. 13 hours, and it was not fun. So then I tried to beg, how do we get this shit expunged? So I did that 13 hours sitting in family court for that big video, and then doing some time, paying a fine. So supposedly it's expunged, but of course if I went for like an FBI position,
right. So I had when I got mine, I had to get a lawyer. You know how they give you that paper and it says like these are all the cheap lawyers you can get. So I picked one of the cheap lawyers off of the list. It was like $700 to get it expunged. That's what I had to go
cheap.
For. It was $7. Yeah, that's. I guess I ain't never had to deal with no lawyer. They told me this is like the discount lawyers. You know what I mean? So hey, so I paid for the lawyer. He was a weirdo. He didn't care, and that's when I realized that it's a rigged job. It's like for me to get it expunged, the law is giving me a list of lawyers that work with them. You know what I mean? On the draft time.
But keep on.
So I paid this guy. He said like he didn't even care about the case. You know what I mean? But it got expunged. But I had to go for 4 Saturdays. I had to go to a class, and in the class it was a teacher up front talking about why you shouldn't do drugs and the effects of drugs.
They showed you that one girl. She used to be real pretty.
Yep.
And then they transformed her 10 years later, and she's this crackhead. Like, listen, I didn't do none of that. I'm here for a little, whatever.
Well, that was me. I was like, why am I here with like smokers and crackheads? And all I did was had a couple drinks on my birthday and went to sleep in the car.
Yeah, I just thought that the cops was being an asshole, because if it was me and I was a cop, I'd have just told you to pull over, and I'm gonna sit and watch you get on the cab or get on the bus or something like that until you get home.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like you was driving and swerving traffic and in danger of hitting somebody. You was just on the corner.
Right.
Well, guys, thank you for the guest speak. I do appreciate it. I look forward to
tell us about the catering service that you provide.
Every year you guys come here. This is the 4th year at this house.
I feel like it's
prior
the 5th,
to
but it
that,
might
I
be the
used
4th,
to tailgate or follow my husband over to the prior location that you guys drafted. It's been about the last 10 years. I look forward to you guys coming here. I love to cook. There are ribs, wings,
I'm a vegetarian.
hamburgers, any pasta salad.
Okay, that's better.
There's some macaroni salad.
Okay, there
there's
you go.
potato salad.
That's good.
I'll make you some shrimp kebabs right now if you want.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
But I look forward to I like to host. So
That's
even
good.
though my house is
we
small.
we love to eat the food,
You do.
especially the meats. Regardless if you're a vegetarian or not, we appreciate the meats,
Well,
and it tastes
hey,
good.
listen, I'll put some sea bass on there for you.
No, but forgive Philip for using your
For using what?
using your microwave.
Microwave? You want to
He
tell that
said
story?
he like his food hot.
He said,
like-
"Yeah, can I have not a paper plate, something I can put in the
I
microwave?"
was like, wait a minute, what you want?
It's funny because she said, get in, guys, go ahead and eat. I said, can I get a paper plate? And everybody pointed to like the styrofoam plates. I'm like, nah, I need a paper plate to put in the microwave because I like my food hot. You know what I mean? And they bust out laughing. Roy made this crazy look, but she hooked it up. You know what I mean? And I got my food hot.
I said, "How about a real plate and a real fork? You don't need no paper plate." But it's all good. I wish every one of you luck in this year's fantasy. Hopeful football season will be at its fullest and at its best. You think with this weather, football? Wow, I'm ready to get in the pool. Peace out.
thank
Have
you.
a blessed day. Thank you.
I appreciate you, and thank you for doing this too, and thank you for opening us to your home.
Oh, every year.
Thanks, Gina. We appreciate it.
No problem.
Well, all right, should I end this with the full intro? Well, all right, y'all. You can reach us on Facebook and Twitter at PnLJudgementals, Instagram at _judgementals, and email us at the PnLJudgementals at gmail.com. We have a TikTok too, PnLJudgementals. Do you want to? Oh, I think we. All right, then we out.
All right, peace out, everybody.
Bless.
I can tell you're mad at me just by how your face look. You can check the status on my level, not my Facebook. Comments on my photos, that's why I stay on the low. Most of y'all is associates, so I be on my dolo. Hold up, whoa, hold the phone. You think all I do is rap? I can do it on my own. That's why I produce the track. Don't wonder where my crew is at. They'll be back. Niggas see me walking on the block and look like, who is that? Who is that? People always wanna know where my friends is at, like we attached. I don't need no crew to produce the same effect.